Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Now, if you haven't noticed, this year, I made an absolutely concerted effort to stay out of drama. Earlier this year, I got goaded into an interview that, at face value, looked like it was going to be fair, and then immediately when the interview ended, it became completely unfair, and it became a big attack against me for personal gain. It was fucked up the way it happened, and I told you guys that I learned my lesson. I wasn't going to involve myself with drama and all this other shit anymore for the rest of the year. I wanted to pull you guys out of that drama, correct? That's what I told you, and that's been my goal. About a month after that, I got contacted behind the scenes by Boogie, or a representative of Boogie, about wanting to do a podcast together. And I said, why not? Why wouldn't we do that? As long as it's something positive that we're working on together, and we do a show together and we talk about topics, and it seems like it would be constructive and positive for our audiences, I'm totally okay with it. Sounds good to me. Especially if there's no Keemstar involvement, because I don't want to be involved with that toxic jerk, because all he wants to do is create drama, and that's not what I'm about, right? I'll be involved in that, alright? Within a month of that happening, what happens? Boogie and Wings, who are involved, decide they want a payday. So instead of actually, being men about it, they turn around completely on what they said and offered, what they wanted to do, and they decided they want to work with Keemstar to make money. So they did. So they did their stupid fight, which was a complete joke, and they were supposed to do a podcast with Keemstar. That's completely fallen through and is never going to happen. What a big surprise that they went with the toxic guy, and it all fell apart. What a shocking twist that this would happen. Like, there was totally no signs that doing business with Keemstar would blow up in their face and not work out for them, right? There's no way they could have possibly known that. Unbelievable, right? So anyway, after all that complete nonsensical stuff, okay, going on, I outright told you guys, I want no involvement with these people ever again, because they're not trustworthy. These are people who will say one thing and then do another, as long as it basically in the short term gives them some kind of personal gain. There's a saying from Final Fantasy VI. I heard he'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel. Some people are like that.
That's like me, right?
Some people for short-term gain, they will literally do whatever they possibly can, and it doesn't matter who they hurt, who they screw over, who they treat like dirt. During that time period, you had guys like Boogie going on social media slandering me. When have I ever said a negative word about Boogie? Right? But he was going on social media insulting me publicly, and people were telling me about it. I was like, I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to clap back. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to ignore it all, and I'm going to continue on this year with my content, with my positivity, and it worked. I had so much to do this year, the premiere of Street Fighter 6, and me getting back into competitive fighting games, and me reinvigorating that gaming content and everything. It went well. So I didn't need drama this year. I didn't need to do drama content. I didn't need to do any of that shit. Things went well this year, okay? And I'm happy, because that's the thing. I can stand on my own laurels and say, I did not have to stoop to the level that these other people had to do. If you're a content creator, and the only way that you can be pertinent or relevant is drama. If someone else has a bad day, you're having a good day. If the only time anyone really tunes into your content is because you're creating drama, you're not a content creator. You understand? You're not. You have nothing of value to add to this universe. You're just a fucking fart.
Alright, I've apparently exposed myself again.
And you're gonna eventually clear away, and no one will smell you anymore, right? I strove this year to prove that I had value, because the content that I make has value to my core audience. The gameplay, the react style stuff that I'm doing, I'm staying away from drama. Do you understand? On purpose. I want nothing to do with it. I just want to make gameplay, to chill with you guys, to do some fun react stuff every once in a while for good variety, and that's it. Do not want to be involved with these people whatsoever. I don't want to be roped into their nonsense. Do you understand? And I've done so much this year to do that, alright? And I hope that you guys understand that I've worked very hard this year to stay out of it, alright? So one thing that's happening now, I guess supposedly, there's some documentary out there about Boogie that just came out. And people are like, oh, let's talk about it in Phil's chat. And let's fucking talk about, because Wings of Redemption watched it and reacted to it. And he got extra views on his channel and shit like that. Okay, I don't care. I don't care about these people. Do you not understand? I couldn't care less about these people. They had their chance to actually be considered as, like, nice, rational people. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. They treated me like shit for personal gain. So they can get fucked. And I don't give two shits what happens to them, and I don't care about how many documentaries are made about them. I don't give a fuck if they got launched off of this planet in a cannon and we never saw them again. It doesn't matter. They are completely non-connected to me in any way. I have nothing to do with them. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to watch documentaries about them. I want nothing to do with it at all. Do you understand? Because I've been getting now messages from people, well, if Wings reacted to the documentary, is Phil going to react to the documentary? Because he totally should do that, because he'll get lots of extra views and money. And no. It's called drama. It's called the lowest end of the lowbrow content. All it will do is stir up more negativity, more toxicity from a community that I don't want to appeal to. No, I want nothing to do with my detractors. Nothing to do with these lolcow morons who actually think that they have some benefit to people on Earth. They don't. Again, anyone in these weirdo communities, these fringe communities, oh, let's make someone's life miserable so we can laugh at them. If these people vanished from Earth, if there was a rapture of anyone into lolcow culture right now, this planet would be a better place. Do you understand that? It's sad, but it's true. These are people who waste their entire lives and efforts to make other people's lives miserable so they can laugh at it. They need to do that to feel good about themselves because they're so miserable themselves. So I don't need to appeal to the scum of the earth. I don't need to make drama content for them.
I absolutely rely on tips, and I can't get rid of them. I need them to do things daily, every week. You know what I mean?
If I dropped everything I was doing today, I said, you know what? Forget Alan Wake 2. Today, we're watching the Boogie documentary, and I'm going to react to it all day. I would get attendance, I would get contributions, I would get a big spike in viewership. And here's what would happen. Number one, it would be incredibly short-lived. It wouldn't benefit this channel or anyone else in my community at all. It would be a complete opposite. It would bring toxicity. It would bring that element to the channels. They would want to be here all the time. They would want to derail the content. They would want to make it toxic and bad. I don't want that. Number two, it would set me back on my positive stuff. I would be even further behind in the content that I like to make. I'd be further behind in games, further behind in vlogging, further behind in everything that I do. Do I want to do that for temporary personal gain? No. Just like I don't want to take $50,000 from Keemstar to be on his piece of shit podcast that never would have happened because the guy's a fucking idiot and doesn't know how to run a business. I don't want to have any involvement with any of these fucking idiots because I know how bad and toxic it is.
And I use that negativity, I use that toxicity to fuel me. The king of hate.
That's why I want to be isolated from it. I don't want my community involved in it. I don't want to be involved in it. That's been my goal this whole year. You understand? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pull myself out of the toxicity. And so stop bringing it up. I don't need to hear about, there's a new documentary about one of these fucking idiots. I don't care about them at all. I couldn't care less about them. They had their chance to act like normal humans. They took the wrong choices, and now they're paying for it in droves. You make your bed and you sleep in it, right? That's what you gotta do. So, I'm here and I'm able to sit here and play games and have fun and enjoy myself and do what I do for a living and love it. And I can sleep at night. I don't have to worry about the fact that every moment that I put out content that I'm hurting someone by doing it, and I'm making money by tearing down others and making toxic shit. I don't have to do a react to a toxic documentary or a negative documentary about someone to make a buck. I don't have to do any of that shit. Do you understand how good that makes me feel? That I don't have to do toxic shit to get ahead? That I can be a positive dude and I control my own destiny? That's the difference between me and those people. They don't control their own destiny. They're either toxic or no one cares. They have zero relevance. I actually have relevance to my audience. I built relevancy. I had 15 years of building relevancy where I can make content for people who want it and will support it. So I don't have to do that shit. Nor will I ever stoop to that level. Alright? Every once in a while, is it good to break stuff up? Yes, it is. Every once in a while, is it okay to react to a documentary like that? Sure. But not in the middle of the fucking busiest gaming season of the year. Right? This is completely pointless. I don't care that someone released a documentary now. I don't give two fucks. It has nothing to do with me. I don't want to hear about it in my chat. I don't want people telling me about it. I want people asking me about it. I want nothing to do with that toxic shit. I've severed that cord this year on purpose so that we're not, and when I say we, I mean us as a community. It's not just about me. Guys have to understand that too. This is not just about me. This is about us. Because every moment that I involve myself with those people, whether it's a conversation, whether it's a business proposition, whether it's a documentary react, whatever it is, you guys get negatively affected. You get dragged down into it too. How many people told me for 2 months after that fucking interview earlier this year, man, Phil, that was the worst choice you ever made because now we all had to put up with it for 2 months. And it's, and you're right. Because as much as that interview served a purpose, because it did. If you guys haven't noticed something, since that interview happened, it actually served its purpose. What was the purpose? Now, anyone who wants to talk about that stupid toxic bullshit, the mobile game fabricated nonsense, go watch the interview. And believe me or not, in that interview, I don't care, but at least it's all in one spot. You don't have to come to my streams to bug me about it anymore.
I play a game called WWE Champions, which of all things, if you can believe it, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush. I love it. I think it's fucking great.
And it worked. Have you guys noticed that? People don't come to the streams to talk about that drama anymore. It's done. The interview served its purpose and ended that line of discussion, and we don't have to talk about it anymore because it's already been discussed. And even other people, I told you, what's that guy's name? Mudahar, some ordinary gamers. He came to me behind the scenes and he offered me $5,000 this year to do an interview talking about it. I said, no, I don't need your money. I don't need your time. I've already talked about it. We're done. That was the whole point. I'm not going back to the same ground and retreading it a million times to give you the same answers. You're wasting everyone's time. You're barking up the wrong tree. And that was the end of him, and he has no interest in talking to me ever again because all he wants to talk about is drama. You see? So there you go. So, you know, I don't have to pay attention to that nonsense.
Oh my God, he's drinking toxic toilet juice.
Very simply put, don't involve me in it. Don't bring it up. Want nothing to do with any of their toxic shit. And if I see it in the chat, I'm going to kick your ass out. I don't care about the Boogie documentary. I don't care about what Wings is doing. I don't care about what Keemstar said. I don't care about what this one farted today. I don't care about this one has a wart on his face. I don't give two fucks about any of them. None of them are pertinent. Do you understand? Let me explain in the plainest possible terms. Okay? None of those people are pertinent to us. None of them. They have nothing to do with us. They want to be involved with us so very badly. That's why, when you are someone who refuses to be involved in something, you will notice that everyone will want you involved. Why do you think I'm the hot commodity that they wanted on the podcast, and I was the linchpin that was going to make that podcast work and all of that? Because when you are in demand and you refuse to stoop to that level, all of a sudden you're the most in demand person, right? They want it. They want us in there involved. But fuck them. They don't deserve our time and attention. Us, not just me. This is about us. Us as a community. They don't deserve our time and attention. None of them deserve a single moment of our time. Every moment that we avoid them and we do other things is more positive, more productive, and more important to the human condition than anything that we could do involving them. Get it? We're better than that. We don't have to waste our time on them. So ignore them. Seriously, ignore that nonsense. I know there will be videos about this. There will be trash. We are better than that. We don't have to waste time on that trash. Okay? We always will be better than that. You understand? As long as we stay out of it. So I will stay out of it. I've committed to you guys earlier this year. Man, let me tell you guys, it's hard. It's fucking hard. Because they try all the time to drag me into their shit. Constantly. They try every possible tactic. You know? Maybe I'll try to be friendly to him today. Maybe I'll talk shit about him today. Maybe I'll name drop him over here. We'll make a video about him. We'll do this. We'll do that. And thankfully, I have done a really good job this year staying out of it. And I think a lot of people are grateful for that, right? You know, again, as much as it would be personally, in the short term, beneficial to this channel and to my business to do that drama content, I refuse. I don't see the actual benefit of stooping to that level and wasting all of our time doing it, okay? So please, don't mention it. I don't care about it. Ignore it. You want to know, I always tell everyone, here's the best way, right? Here's the absolute best way to go about this. You come to my streams every day, we relax, we interact, we play games, we talk. That's it. Pay no attention to any of the white noise outside of this stream, because I don't. I literally don't. Today, I couldn't know if anyone even mentioned me today, because I don't pay attention. I don't, you know, I'm sure there's a million videos about me being sick and all these insane conspiracy theories about it. I haven't seen a single one.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
I don't care. Just ignore all of it. Just sit here and watch the content and ignore all the white noise. You see it in your related videos. Oh my God, here's a slander video. Block, block, not interested, block, block. Shut it all out. It's all nonsense. It's all idiots trying to pull us into their drama for their own benefit, and they don't deserve our time and attention. So fuck them. Every one of them. All right? Again, I really tried to be a nice guy this year to people. I tried to reach out and branch out and even do a collab. They slapped me in the face for their own personal gain. Now they can live with their decisions. Fuck them. All right? We're better than that. Okay. I got a dollar tip. Someone says, oh, you started drama with LTG a few months ago. How could you call someone a misery broker? I didn't start drama with LTG. I did a very small 10 minute segment on this very podcast where all I did is I said I was watching his stream and I have some interesting questions because I've never seen him before and I have questions about it. All right? People sent him that out of context. He took it as an insult and he literally went on a rant insulting my looks and all this shit about me on his stream. He's the one who caused the drama with me. I literally didn't say a negative thing about the guy. Apparently, he thought I did because he's an idiot and didn't pay any attention to what actually was said. He's the one who started it. He opened the Pandora's box. He's the one who bitched out. He's the one who's the fucking asshole, not me. So fuck him. And fuck you for bringing it up because you're completely wrong.
Banned, 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 banned. Gone. Forever. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.